welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Donette Logan with Jerry Young. Jerry, we made it. Round 2. Here we come.
Got a lot to talk about. Going to go over players on offense and defense. Tell you what to expect there. We got Coach Freeman on the show. We got basketball on the show. We're loaded this week.
Conner Harrell, Javion Williams, so much. But first, a quick break from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
What's up, guys? Y'all know who it is. Sanchez, your local celebrity. Hey, be sure to check out my book in all major stores and online. Go Warriors!
The Sassy Shopper Boutique has fashion for the real moms of Alabaster. From a casual game day outfit to a night out, the Sassy Shopper has an amazing selection of clothes, accessories, and gifts to fit all occasions and styles.
Go Warriors!
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. And we can even take care of your lawn. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
Go Warriors!
Hi, I'm Luke Camera, pastor of Shelby Church Communities. We gather here in the heart of Montevallo Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. and I invite you to join us. For more information, check us out online at myshelbychurch.com.
Are you looking for a local gym to call home? Well, look no further. Join us at Gym Time for group classes, great shakes, and a hometown feel. Your gym, your fitness, your time.
Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Jerry, we're going to face Florence this week.
Yes.
We faced them last season. This is a team that lost to Austin early on, and we really probably need a hot clock against that game.
That's right. Well, we had Austin 47-7 at the half, okay? So whatever the final score was, I don't even remember
54-20, I think.
But it was over. I mean, obviously early, and Sawyer Pate didn't even play the second half. So that gives you an idea in a playoff game. But yes, Florence is a good football team. I said that all year. It's kind of funny because I got a note that where they said in one of their things that they actually played a tough schedule. I'm sorry, but until you play in Region 3 in 7A.
Mountain Brook, Hewitt. I mean, this is the tough schedule.
Yeah, you don't get to say that. I'm sorry, but they're 7-4 coming into this game, and they've got a good team. As a matter of fact, they beat Mountain Brook last week, as we all know, to advance to play us. My buddy up there is a play-by-play guy for Florence. Here's how the call sounded and how they won the game against Mountain Brook.
A soccer player who came out after game 2 to try to put the Falcons in round 2. Or will we go to overtime? Hit it to snap. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's got distance. It is good!
Well, great call by Kevin Johnson, my buddy up there. But, Kevin, I'm sorry, but I hope that's the last exciting call you call this year.
They got pretty excited there.
They did. And, hey, we wouldn't have played it if it wasn't. But that's how they got to play in Thompson. That's what they're coming off of, okay? That play happened with no time on the clock. And so, they're all fired up. They're going to try to use that to momentum to come on into this game.
That Florence-Mount Brook game came down to the defensive side of the ball and something we can handle here at Thompson.
Absolutely. I want to talk about some of our players, especially on defense. I'm going to run down all of the players just a little bit. I have a scouting report that is given to me every single week, and I try to keep up with it, and I talk throughout the week sometimes about certain players and what they do, but when I do it from memory, I seem to always forget. So I want to talk just a little bit about our defensive players. Let's start with Javion Williams. I know we're going to interview him today. He holds offers from some colleges, but he had a pick 6 versus Mountain Brook. How about Tony Mitchell, the freshman? Already holds some D1 offers. E.J. Edwards, what a great season he's having in the backfield. Carson Rocket, one of the linebackers, I think of Carson Rocket's name as a car and a rocket. You put those two together, you know what you get? You get a bulldozer, okay?
Yeah.
Because he will hit you. I put on social media earlier this week that some of our linebackers will knock you into another zip code. That's one of them.
You know, and our offense is also strong. Our offense scored 50-plus points for the third time this season last week against Austin.
Absolutely, and so a lot of credit to them as well. I want to tell you about the defensive line, and one of the guys we interviewed, I think you had him on the 2-minute drill, Peter Woods.
Yes.
He's just a freshman. All right, let me just give you an idea of what a great job he's done of coming in. He, along with Montage Cook, Jax Van Zant, Nate Riddle, just on and on and on in the linebackers, then with Jeremiah Alexander. I mean, my goodness, would you hate to meet him head on in the hole? You know, Jeremiah Alexander, just one of those great hitters. Sean Bustamante, Owen May at linebacker. And I hope I haven't forgotten anybody that I wanted to mention, but Tiger Fave, of course, on the outside there. Montage Cook and Damon Ubo. Ubo made a hit this past week that I didn't even have an explanation for. I just absolutely yelled, like, wow. I mean, what do you say
If you
when he
left
meets
him
you in the hole?
speechless, that's something.
That's right.
You know, we have such a strong team this season, and we're getting to see our second and third string. One of those guys is Conner Harrell, our backup quarterback. We saw him a lot this season.
All right, Conner, the game, when you come in, the game's got momentum usually going in the offense. So talk about that momentum and what it's like when you come in the game.
Yes, sir. It's just watching my teammates and watching Sawyer do great, and it's just like it gets me ready to play. And so when I get in, all the momentum's already built up, and so it's easy for me to come in.
How do you keep your emotions in check when you come in there? You know what your job is, right?
Yes, sir.
How you it's got to be jittery, right?
I mean, I am a little jittery, but I just got to stay focused and just keep my emotions in check because I got to get out there and play whenever my name's called.
All right, you played behind two great quarterbacks,
Yes,
Sawyer Pate and last year Leah Tungavaloa. What have you learned from those guys?
They teach me a lot, and they're really two great quarterbacks, and they just teach me how to keep my composure. And Sawyer I learned a lot from him this year. I learned a lot of work ethic from Leah, and they just helped me just get to where I am today.
What about leadership? I know Sawyer's the leader of this team. What do you learn that you may take into next year to be the leader of this team?
I see Sawyer a lot of times getting the teammates in check. A lot of times, just leading his team, and I just learned that for next year, so I know what to do going in.
What do you think it's going to take to beat Florence this week?
Just do what we do, play Thompson football. I know we have the athletes, we have the game plan, we have the schemes. We just got to go and play our game when we beat Florence.
You're a great young man.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, Conner, his keys to winning that game, I think, could be right on. So we're going to see how that all plays out this Friday night.
Yeah, and what a great young man, too.
Absolutely amazing.
He's the future quarterback at Thompson.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to break down our offensive line here at Thompson. We'll be right back.
Blair Pharmacy in Weatherly is a locally owned full-service pharmacy and your headquarters for official Thompson gear. From prescriptions to gifts, Kim and Daniel Blair are here to serve you.
Come see us for all your Warrior gear.
Woo! We sold our house! Thank you, Tim Mitchell! Woo! Give him a call!
Brooklier Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Brooklier family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
Go Warriors!
Dr. Stan Stubbs with Shelby Family Chiropractic in Pelham provides quality chiropractic care using the latest technology available. From sports injuries to natural aging, Dr. Stubbs offers K-laser treatment, trigger point dry needling, disc decompression, and other proven methods to get patients up and moving.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Jerry, you kind of broke down that defense, but our offense has been so strong this season, and they're part of the reason why we are where we are right now.
You know, if I talk from memory, I won't remember, so I hate to, but I want to make sure that I get out some of these. Sawyer Pate, we've talked about him all year. Folks, he's got 2,322 yards passing, 33 TDs. He's rushed for 3 TDs. He's fourth in Alabama in total passing. I mean, he's just a fantastic quarterback, and he hooked up with Ryan Peppins. That kind of might have caught us a little off guard, but talking about highlights, what's this one?
Peppins wide out to the left, back to pass. Looking for Peppins across the middle. He's up at top. Touchdown! Peppins with the reception from the left wide out position.
and he'll tiptoe in. What a beautiful pass from Sawyer Pate.
And not to mention our running backs. Let's just tell you, Crockett, Gators, and Franklin in the backfield. 1, 2, 3 punch. I'll give you some stats on Crockett. He has almost 500, he does have 511 yards on 58 carries. That's 7 TDs on the year. That's 9.1 yard average per carry. How about JoJo Gators, who has done a great job this year? He's had 111 carries for 786 yards, 4 TDs. That's 7.4 yards. And then Brandon Franklin, the big guy, comes in there. He's had 48 carries for 274 yards and doing well as well. Then you look at outside. I mean, you got to go to Michael Petway. Yeah. I mean, that hook up from Pate to Petway, and you've interviewed them both last week. What a great receiver he is. J.B. Mitchell doing a great job. Sam Reynolds coming across the middle doing a great job. Trey Roberson, and I keep calling him
his dad, Jay Roberson.
You know, I don't know why. Jay, I'm sorry. But he won't mind me calling him Trey.
No, I think that's a compliment
Jay,
to Trey.
Back and forth,
yes.
That's right. So Ryan Pepins, as we mentioned, came in and made a play. So he's doing great. So a lot of these wide receivers just doing a fantastic job. And then you look at the offensive line. Dylan Walker, the only senior on there. We've interviewed him on this show as well. But then Michael Speck. You know, nothing happens if the ball's not snapped properly.
Right.
And Speck is not only calling the plays for the offensive line, but I can't remember him making a mistake all year. I mean, what a great job he's done in there. And then you got, of course, Conner Howard as well in there, and some others. But Walker, the senior on that offensive line, doing a great job.
Our guys have been amazing. It's been so great to get together in the past 2 years. You know, and one thing that Thompson's going to need to do to win this week against Florence is they'll have to avoid penalties and play with that same heart they had this last week. One of those guys that we know can do that is Javion Williams.
Javion, I saw you made a tweet. You said you knew if you made the play, it was game over in essence against Mountain Brook. What was it like to step in front of that pass and run that thing down the field?
It was a great feeling. Like, I've never been in that position before. And to know that that play sealed us the region, it feels very good.
When you're running by yourself like that down the field, what do you concentrate on? Just putting one foot in front of the other? What does it feel like? You got the whole stands yelling at you. You know you got to get it across the goal line.
Making sure I don't do anything to mess up at all.
That's good.
So just keeping my focus.
Adjusting for a new coach this year, new team, new coach. What's it been like to fit into the system?
It's been a good time. Like, I'm glad to be here with my brothers and to be here with them and to be able to be coached by Coach Freeman, Coach D, and all the coaches that's on his staff, and to be able to build a brotherhood with all my brothers.
Interview earlier this season, you mentioned your grandmother. What type of inspiration does she have on you to play football?
She's my everything. Like, she's my world. She is a hard-working, independent woman. She's been taking care of me since I was younger. So I know, like, once I make it, I want to make sure I can look out for her.
What's her name?
Quintina Parker.
What's it going to take to beat Florence this week?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. All I know is we just going to work harder and get better and better each day as we prepare to go in and go to the next round.
Good luck, Javion.
Thank you.
You know, we've seen Williams come in, be a strong player, new team, new coach for him, but he's adjusted extremely well.
Yeah, what a great player he is, too. By the way, I mentioned I was going to forget an offensive lineman. I don't want to forget Anthony Kilburn, who has done a great job. It was on the tip of my tongue. I even had it in my notes, but I just messed up. So, Anthony, what a great job you're doing as well. One other player, and I know that we followed him all year, and he's our kicker. Mm-hmm. And he's done some remarkable stuff as far as his
really has.
Whatever he raises money for.
So his sister was a big key part in bringing sign language to Thompson. So
right.
This family is known for finding charities and focus on. The other one is he's kicked this year for Alex Lemonade Stand. So every kick that he has made, people have pledged donations. The money is going for childhood cancer research. And I think that's just a fantastic thing. So he's not only a key player for us, but he's helping make a difference in these children's lives.
You know, I got stats, up-to-date stats on Evan McGuire. Let me give them to you, okay? He has kicked the ball off this year, in case you're wondering, 74 times. 67 of those 74 times, it's been a touchback. Average distance on his kickoffs are 65 yards, and his hang time is 4.15 seconds, and his longest kick was 75 yards. Go over to punts. He's punted 32 times. averaging 37 yards a punt, averaging 3.48 seconds per hang time. His longest punt of the year was 57 yards. And, of course, he's dropped a few inside the 10 and inside the 20 as well. But field goals, 5 for 5 on the year. He's 100% in field goals. Kicks from 44, 42, 42, 37, and 27 yards. And I'm in the press box, Donette. You know, I have this little recorder because after every touchdown, I just hit the button and it says extra points up and good. So, Evan, don't make me mess that tape up anymore. He's missed a couple extra points. That's
He's
not
human.
a big deal. That's
Yeah.
right. It just shows he's human.
Right.
What an absolute fantastic leg he has. Top 10 in ESPN in the country, top kicker in the state,
Yeah.
and will be representing us in Mississippi at the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star.
You better get used to saying his name because his brother, John Allen's in 7th grade, also a kicker, so I think we're going to see some big things from him as well. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, you're going to talk Freeman. We both are going to talk basketball, and we have an update on track.
A lot going on. We'll be right back on the Weekly Warrior Preview.
Ladies, are you looking for a little retail therapy? Then check out LJ's in Alabaster for a great selection of fashion and accessories. Tops, rompers, dresses, and shoes are just the thing to make you feel beautiful from head to toe.
Go Warriors! Looking for amazing family dentistry in Alabaster? Doctors Albritton and Artavino strive to stay up to date on the latest techniques in dentistry and materials to help provide the best treatment available. From cleanings to same-day crowns and even whitening, Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry is here to serve all your dental needs.
Go Warriors!
If you need new upholstery, then you need Leave It to Weaver. Residential, commercial, marine, automotive, and medical. If it can be covered, then Scott Weaver and his team can do it efficiently and affordably.
Warriors #1!
Motor Active is your #1 source for buying quality pre-owned vehicles. Their extensive relationship with other dealers allows Motor Active to find the vehicle you're looking for without the hassle. They are dedicated to providing you with the ultimate automotive buying experience. Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Jerry, basketball season's getting underway. In fact, tonight our guys face the defending 7A champions, Mountain Brook.
Yes, and Media Days happened at Thompson High School. What a great job by the athletic department. And Vince Pitts did a great job of putting Media Day together.
Nice, yeah.
And, you know, we had all the teams from the Birmingham area come and you know, talk about it. Everybody was able to ask questions, which is what a media day is.
For those who don't
ask
know.
questions. And speaking of asking questions, we both did as well.
Yeah, you talked to the guys, I talked to the girls. Hear what they had to say about this season.
Hi, I'm here with Chaney Johnson and Zach Littleton, the two of the seniors on the basketball team this year. Guys, let's talk about what you expect. Chaney, going into this season. What's your goals?
Everybody goes. We trying to go to state for real. We just trying to go win state, but just more for our goals, just winning and just connecting more as a team. Honestly.
Zach, talking about shooting, everybody knows you're one of the best shooters in the state. I sometimes when I'm calling a game and I just watch you put it up from three-point range, I just know it's going in, so I'll go ahead and call it. But what have you been working on in the offseason?
Just my overall game. Most people just know me as a shooter, so they'll try to run me off the line. And I want to be more than just a shooter, like one dribble pull up, hesitation, get to the basket, just working on improving my game basically all around.
I know that this team is very close. Y'all are bonded. I know y'all do things together off the court as well.
Exactly.
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
It makes a big difference. I mean, if I could trust you off the court, I could trust you on the court. If I could trust you to keep secrets and stuff like that off the court, then if I pass you the ball wide open, I could trust you to hit the three.
And I think being that close, you start to think like the other guy thinks. You know where he's going to be on the court,
you know
right?
Where he's going to be. You know exactly where he's going to be. Like Zach, I know him. I already know if I drive, he's going to be right behind me for the pull-up. For the three-pointer. So I'm already got it in my mind. He's back there. I'm going to pass it to him, get my assist.
That's right. And that's where guys like me say it looks like you got eyes in the back of your head. But that's what you get from being a close-knit team.
Exactly.
Chaney, 2 years from now, you're gone. What do you want your legacy to be as the kids that are coming up now look up to you and say, well, Chaney did this his senior year? What do you want to leave as your legacy here in this year?
I just want to leave the legacy of me being the leader, the gym rat, person always in the gym, person that's careful for caregiving to anybody on the team. I just want to be that, just be remembered as that big brother, honestly, in the younger people's eyes.
All right, guys, you see what we got? This is two of the leaders on our basketball team. I think we're in pretty good shape this year. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We have Lindsay and Taylor joining us now. Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. You have a lot of changes this year on your basketball team. How is it adjusting to a new coach? We'll start with you first.
It was hard at first because it's new, and anything new is difficult sometimes. So it's different expectations, and it's just different coaching style. But I think we've adapted well. We've done what he's asked, and it's really paying off for us right now. We have a connected team, and we're starting to meet goals that we had from the summer.
Talking about that connection on the team, I heard you guys mention during Basketball Media Days that it's no longer about you or you, it's about the team. That mentality, how is it important during the game?
That's very important during the game. Being selfish doesn't get any kind of win or anything. So just working together, making sure that everyone's conjoined. It's not about her, like I said earlier. It's about everybody, and that only helps. It helps also passing the ball. That gets way more points than just being selfish and me just getting all the points or her just getting all the points.
Y'all are just a little bit of a young team because you only have, I think, 3 seniors returning, but you have 10 of you that have played varsity before. When you have a younger team, who's stepping up to be the leader of that team?
I think upperclassmen, but I think anyone can be a leader if they just really help the other people out. So I feel like I've always listened and everything, but now that my upperclassmen are gone, now I'm an upperclassman, I feel like I have that role to come in and be a leader for the younger ones and do what the older ones used to do for me.
Coach Smith has a very fast-paced playing style. Has that taken some adjustments for you guys?
As a team, yes, we have to get used to his playing style. But I think me personally, I've always been used to playing fast, so.
Now, he's real big about the mentality, the mental part of the game, and the mental aspect. I noticed that in media days he kept mentioning not being afraid of failure and stuff. When you lose a game or you have a bad play, how do you bounce back from that?
Definitely, it's a big thing. So, say in practice, one of us messes up in a play or something, he doesn't get mad at us and we can do it again. But I think the team chemistry, we're able to just pick each other up. If Taylor were to mess up or something, I'd be like, oh, hey, Taylor, it's okay. We can get through this. We know how to fix it. We can fix each other right now. So if it was after a bad game or something, we'd go through and, realize that we can still move on. We can still, learn from our mistakes. We can fix this and get better.
What kind of playing style or what do you think the fans can expect to see from you guys this season on the court?
Can you say that again? I didn't hear.
What can the fans expect to see from you guys on the court this season?
I think they expect to see a lot of toughness, a lot of being scrappiness, all that, because that's how Coach Smith likes to play. Our height really isn't much of our advantage. So yeah, they're going to see a lot of scrapping, a lot of full court press, a lot of just back and forth.
Awesome. Ladies, we can't wait to cheer you on this season. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Be sure to check out Thompson Athletics website, find out the schedule for our men's and women's team, and go out and support those guys.
Yeah, Warrior Arena, if you hadn't been there yet, you don't want to miss it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Basketball's not the only thing having gone. Jace Jones, we've talked about him this season, and one of our track and cross country guys.
Right.
Unbelievable things. We want to say congratulations to him. He finished 5th and made the all-state team for the Alabama High School Athletic Association. I'm going to get that wrong, and I'm sorry, Jace.
HSAA.
That's the easiest way to do it. He had a time of 15 minutes and 36 seconds.
Yeah, and up in Moulton, Alabama at Jesse Owens Park, that's where the state finals are held in cross country. Congratulations, Jace, on a great victory.
Jerry is our cross country and track and field expert, so I had to kind of rely on you for that a little bit.
I'm not an expert on saying congratulations.
But now we got to get back to football.
All right, time to get serious. Let's talk to Mark Freeman. Here's what he had to say. Coach, Austin came in. They got the ball first. They made a mistake. We made them pay for it. It's like we were up 21-0 before the team even got off the bus good, and they couldn't recover. Well, you got to be proud of the way we played last week.
We were, and we were coming off probably our worst showing of the year, and we had 4 really good days of the bye week, like we talked about. Then the week of practice was really good, and we came out last week and probably we look like we hit another gear, so we probably needed the rest. We probably needed the hard 4 days that we put in the week before that. But, yeah, proud of our guys, proud of our coaches. They had our kids well prepared.
Coach, Florence comes in here. They kicked a field goal with no time left on the clock, a very emotional win for them over Mountain Brook. They're trying to keep that momentum going coming in here. What's it going to take to beat Florence this week?
The effort of last week. We cut our penalties way in half. We only had 5 penalties last week. Not having turnovers by our first bunch. When our older guys were in there, we didn't have any turnovers, I don't think. Defense played lights out. And I think putting Sam over there, we needed a shot. We didn't want to do it during the year so people could get a look at it maybe. But
right.
Sam brought some things to defense that we needed, and then we waited and we got Ryan Pepins and Barbie in as a fast group, that we call our little fast group, and we had success with that. And so we got to play solid. They're riding a little wave here where they're playing good. Florence is, and they're well coached. Got really good players. Quarterback's one of the top players in the state. So there again, we got to stop team who's got a good quarterback, and he runs the ball well. He throws the ball well. So we got to be prepared.
Coach, in the summer, you prepare. I know you hydrate more. This is a cold night. What do you do to prepare your team for playing in the cold? Is there anything different other than adding a shirt?
No, they warm up pretty quick. The biggest thing is they have to be drinking liquids. You still got to be hydrated, and and Rob, our trainers, and all Mike and all those guys, they do such a good job of taking care of our kids, and Trey does a good job on the nutrition side. So hot weather didn't bother us. We got through it really great this year, and cold weather won't bother us. Man, we're just blessed to still be playing.
Coach, I don't like to look ahead, but this is our last home game. If we win, I think we play away next week unless that bracket gets weird some way. So we'll win, and then we win that game. We're going to Jordan Hare. So last home game of the season, and anything you want to say to the fans? I know the support's been great.
Support's been great, but there's a really big scenario that we win and Hoover wins, we'll play here. So, if Hoover should
like
be
I said, unless there's something weird, you can count on me to miss that. So if Hoover wins, we win, we do play here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
and,
so it won't be the last home game.
No.
Well, still talk about the fans. That's what I was trying to get to anyway.
Well, our fan support is tremendous, and it always has been. They play a big part in the momentum of getting things going. Our student session does a great job down there. Our band does a great job. Of course, our cheerleaders are here with us in the mornings on game day, and they do a tremendous job. It's just a blessing to have the support that we do have, and it means a lot. We're in November. The newness to some people have wore off, but this is football season. November's football season, so we're thankful to have all them support us.
Coach, I put on social media, a lot of people sitting at home on Friday night because their team didn't make it. We never take that for granted, and the hard work that these kids and coaches put in as well, it's just a testament to never take it for granted just because, we're expected to be in the playoffs, so let's face it, but now, we don't want to, we need the community to show up and show appreciation for that.
Sure we do. There's a lot of dark stadiums right now this time of year on Friday night, and it's a pride thing. Football starts in this state in November, and we want to be talked about. We want to be part of it. We don't want to put our pads up till the last team in the state puts their pads up, and so every week right now too is another week to get the young guys experience. Right. So really, if we can go 4 more weeks, it's like getting 2 spring training. So there's a lot of value to making the playoffs and how you practice. It helps us get 4 more weeks for our young kids too, much less the kids that that we're counting on to start every week.
All right, Coach Omi, 2 more interviews before the season's over. Go Warriors, beat Florence.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Freeman does a great job of keeping the team right on task. What needs to be accomplished, he always has the team ready to go, and he's always so gracious to give us his time every week.
He's been amazing to work with, and it's been a joy to kind of cover him. I know you've enjoyed talking to him.
Yes.
I've always loved his interviews. So this Friday, though.
Yeah, let me tell you, I've gotten a lot of texts about how to watch, how to listen to the game, even though, what we need your help in doing is spreading the word to other people who, for some reason, I can't imagine not watching this show, but
I don't know why you wouldn't.
And they get the information. Here's where you go. WarriorNationNetwork.org. You'll have 2 options. Listen now, watch now. If you click the Listen Now button, it's free. You get to hear just like a radio broadcast of Dinette on the sideline, Seth Hagen doing the analyst, and I'll be doing play-by-play. If you click the Watch Now button, you'll need to buy a subscription to the NFHS network.
Which is not that expensive.
It's not. It's a whole year. To give you an example, last week there were over 50 games on the NFHS network in Alabama alone. So that means you could sit in the stands at the tops of the game and keep up with, I don't know, what Florence was doing,
or
for
Hoover.
example. Yeah, well, we'll hope.
I said a bad word. I'm sorry.
All right. That's all right. So go to warriornationnetwork.org. If you want to watch it, there's a fee. If you want to listen, you can. So we put that out on social media. So make sure if you see that, share it so everybody can see it.
Make sure, though, you hit the one produced by Thompson.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you hear us and help support our high school broadcast team that does an amazing job. Absolutely. It is going to be cold. I've got some new gloves, thanks to our producer, Philip. So I'll be warm on the sideline. So bring your blankets, come on out and get ready. Be sure to tune in with us and share this broadcast, like Jerry said. Let your friends know how to watch us, how to hear us, and how to support Thompson. And we'll see you Friday night at 7 at Warrior Stadium.